Today's video, we are going to be breaking down how to maximize sales for your low ticket digital product course and or workshop. We're going to be running through a lot of different things, including the 3-step system that I have used after running 52 various workshops over the years that have then become low ticket digital products for resale. So we'll be going through again each 3 stages of the marketing, how to use AI to come up with great ideas for a low ticket product that's going to do well, how to validate that your low ticket product is going to sell, what type of sales volume you should really look for in the first 3 days of when you open your cart. We will be talking about what to post, Facebook ads, emails, absolutely everything with examples. And in case you are brand new here, my name is Dino Gomez. I'm the founder of the 7-Figure Visionary Mastermind. I've been an online marketer for 15 plus years. This is just one of our recent low ticket digital products. I ran it live as a workshop, and then I just bundled the replay and then have been selling the replay as kind of a passive type of online course. And so we can see some of the various numbers here, but we've had 202 orders, almost a 10% checkout. We are at this point in time running Facebook and Instagram ads. So this is to cold traffic. So we like those numbers. It is a $7 front end product with a $17 bump. And there's various upsells as well. So we like how this particular upsell is performing at $47 in terms of what it's done overall. But overall, front end revenue here comes out to be just over $6,000, but we have plenty of back end high ticket offers that have really made this closer to like a $15,000 singular type of digital mini course. And so what we are going to do is we are going to break down this entire process so that you can create your own digital course and or workshop and drive in low ticket sales. All right. And so let's talk about where to start. It starts with your core idea. What is your digital course and or workshop going to be about? Of course, we can use AI to really brainstorm well some amazing ideas. All right. And so if you hop on over to ChatGPT or any of your favorite AI platforms out there, here's essentially the prompt that I use. It's simply who I am. So I said in this example, I'm a coach and mentor to women. And we have a few different clients in our mastermind that specialize in nervous system regulation, which is to say that you heal from past traumas so that you can discontinue self-sabotage in your life. And so I said, that's who I am. I'm a coach and mentor to women. I help them heal from past traumas, regulate their nervous system, and discontinue self-sabotage in their life. In particular, as it relates to romantic relationships, although I've helped clients in other areas, including business, I would like to run a low ticket workshop or create a low ticket course to help introduce my followers to my new system. Please give me 5 different workshop or course ideas with names and what to potentially cover inside of that training. I like always adding this as well, but please include a metaphor with every single idea of why this system is proven and is similar to something else that we have all come to accept in life in regards to how things work. And so I'm big on using metaphors to help produce sales, kind of from a psychological sales copy perspective. So we will look at that. And so immediately I came back with some various ideas. Nervous system retreat, power to switch on love. There's one that's more about intimacy. There's, hey, what you should cover in the workshop? Here's your metaphor, and how to know if you are going into fight or flight mode. So there's slightly different ideas and variations. And so that's step one is so that you don't use a lot of brain power yourself trying to come up with all these ideas. I always ask myself, what's working for us currently so that I could do a authentic case study around it working, what I've learned from it, and actually teach the concept well. So what is working? But then I always go to AI to get some immediate ideas because there's definitely going to be things that I haven't thought of that might be a better idea than something I would come up with on my own. That's step one, is use AI to get some ideas. Now, step two is you want to go right over to your social media, and I create these very, very simple online polls and people love to vote. People love to have an opinion. So as soon as you go to social media and say, I want your opinion, followers kind of come out of the woodwork and they are going to vote. And so I tell them to vote by commenting. I essentially say, hey, what is more interesting to you? Do you want a training around this? Using ManyChat? Do you want a training around creating a sales page layout? And I ask people to vote. And I even go so far as to create a simple little graphic on Canva that's going to grab attention, and that's going to be my Facebook post. Otherwise, this also goes to your stories on IG, and people go ahead and they begin commenting and they say, this is what I am voting for. All right, and so here's another iteration of what that might look like. Which live training would be most helpful to you that you would like the most, A, B, or C? And people go ahead and vote. Now, the reason this is so cool is because this is also a lead generation strategy, kind of an undercover lead generation strategy. Let me show you why. Is that in this example, 29 people casted their vote. And I do recommend posting several times, not just once, but post several times asking people to vote so that you really get a clear answer on what your target audience is most interested in. All right, so in this example, 29 people voted. All right, these 29 people are, at this point in time, some of your warmest and hottest leads. All right, so that when you choose what your digital course is going to be about, or maybe you're going to run a workshop, I specialize in workshops. So we always do a workshop first. I teach it live, bundle the recording for evergreen sales. But these 29 people are our warmest leads. So if Tommy voted A and the majority of people voted A, maybe there was one C in there, but everybody who voted A, topic A is the 30-minute pop-up workshop. Okay. Maybe 15 people voted for A. Those are the first 15 people that I am going to invite to this workshop when everything is set up. I'm going to go right back to, in this example, maybe Tommy voted A, going right back to Pat, and I'm saying, hey, guess what? Your topic won for the workshop. We are actually going to do the 30-minute pop-up workshop. That was A. If you want to, if you're interested in details around it, you get a special deal if you're one of the first 10 to register. All right. And so this is kind of an early bird campaign as well. But as soon as I know what the winning topic is, because people voted, all right, that is me running a poll and kind of validating, right, a great idea that our audience is interested in. Now I've also generated leads. All right. And so I'm going to go right back to those first 15 people in this example. And I'm going to say, right, hey, our workshop is ready to go. You're getting a special deal if you're one of the first 10 to register. So maybe your workshop, you plan for it to be $47, but hey, for the first 10 people that register, it's only $17 as an example. A lot of incentive for these people who participated to hop in early. But most importantly, what this is going to do for you is it's going to validate your idea. All right. And so once you have run your poll and your survey and gotten some feedback, the only other thing you really need to do is create a very basic sales page. All right. And so I will share with you guys in a moment what our sales page looks like. It is nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. I can literally scroll up and down this page, and that is the entirety of the page. It is very simple, but I want to make sure the messaging is clear. Here's a bonus tip for you. When you are designing a sales page, go ahead and write your copy. Again, use AI for some ideas for your copy. After your page is done, go back to ChatGPT and say, I want you to destroy the sales page. Why is it unbelievable? What would be a better headline? What would make somebody not want to buy this? What is missing from this page? Start asking AI to destroy your work. That is the proper, one of the coolest ways to use AI that a lot of people don't consider. And it will give you better updated answers the more you encourage it to be very blunt and straightforward with you. So boom, as soon as I know, okay, this is the winning workshop topic, sales page goes up. All right, and then we're going right back to those first 15 people that said, I want topic A, and we're saying topic A is ready for you, and you're getting a deal if you're one of the first 10 in. All right, now, within the first 2 or 3 days of your campaign, you want some sales to come in because you just went to your warmest audience. All right, now, even if you only have 100 followers, right, you should get people voting on your content, and you can still get your first 1, 2, or 3 sales. And this validates that you can move forward with the rest of the campaign. All right, now I have run these polls and surveys before, and then I built the sales page, and then I went to our warmest audience, the people who voted, or to other followers, and I said, hey, it's ready. You get a special deal if you're first in, and I didn't like the number of sales. That told me my offer is off or the messaging is off. And therefore, I could kill the campaign early rather than waste all this time around an idea that's not going to pan out. All right. And so Generally speaking, you have 3 phases to marketing your low ticket product in terms of if you're going to teach this live or it has a finite start date. And I like to look at all 3 phases like they're the equal amount of time. So if I'm marketing this, if this training is 3 weeks away, then phase one is going to be 7 days. Phase two is 7 days. Phase three is 7 days. Just divide by 3, and that is how long each phase should be. So if your training is starting in 10 days, each phase might only be about 3 days. All right, so just divide by 3. Now here's what you do when you're starting to go public with your marketing is you want to announce, hey, workshop, I have this really cool workshop. These are the benefits of it. This is who it's for. This is why you would want it and what you would walk away with. And here's how you can get a special deal if you're one of the first folks in. So that is what we tend to do in phase one. Now, what's really important for you to understand about phase one is that sales are normally a little bit slower. All right, people tend to wait until they have heard an offer 2, 3, 4, 5 times before they always buy. And so you have to have that correct expectation that really it might only be your warmest audience, the people who voted as the first couple sales. You might get a few others, but phase one is slow. All you were looking for is proof of concept, the first sales in. All right, and so you are going to want to post on your different social media channels. If you want, this is when we would flip on paid ads if you want to do a little bit of social media advertising. Do not sleep on email. We drive a lot of different sales for our digital products, especially low ticket through email. And again, give incentive of why somebody should be one of the first ones in. All right, now it is in between phases 1 and 2 that we start to consider what would be a great upsell. All right, so if you have a $27 or $47 workshop, start asking yourself, what are other things that are complementary to this digital product that people could want? That is when I would start adding in an OTO page or a bump offer and other things in the funnel to increase average cart value. Is I wait until the core offer is proved first. All right, and the reason that is so important that the core offer is proven first is that if people don't buy the core offer, they will never see OTO 1, OTO 2, or OTO 3. They have to buy the first offer to even reach the subsequent pages of your funnel. So we really are making sure that this is a proven idea before we move forward with the campaign. All right, so in between stages 1 and 2, now we're adding some upsells in. Stage 2 is where in your marketing message, you're going to want to talk about and handle objections. All right, so objections, if I was a weight loss coach, an objection might be somebody might say, Dino, I don't want your course because it's my genetics keeping me from losing weight. And I would have to create marketing content around why that does not make any logical sense. And if I was a personal trainer, I would explain it's about calories in versus calories out. That is gravity. And if you consume less calories than you expend, you will lose weight. So I'm going to handle an objection in the marketing message because you've already spoken about benefits. This is why you should want the digital product. Now we're going to start handling objections because if somebody saw benefits in stage 1, they heard of all the cool reasons and things this digital product will do for them, and they still didn't buy with all those benefits, they probably have an objection. So in stage 2, ask yourself, why wouldn't somebody buy? Go over to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, what would keep somebody from buying this program? Understand those concepts and start addressing those in your marketing. This is also where you want to introduce scarcity, number of spots, early bird. Pricing is going away. You're going to pay full price soon. Personal stories of or client case studies of how this has worked. And of course, your call to action. All right. I also introduce metaphors at this point in time. All right, because metaphors do a great job of handling objections. If you can give a real life metaphor, like I just did about calories in versus calories out when it comes to weight loss, and you can't fight how gravity works. If you can give some type of metaphor, it can handle an objection very, very well, depending on your metaphor. Ask again, AI, what are some cool metaphors that would help me sell my low ticket digital product or course? All right. Now we're on to stage 3. Stage 3, one of the biggest factors of stage 3, marketing your low ticket product and or workshop, is your mindset. All right. And the reason it's your mindset is because at this part in the marketing campaign, you're a little bit tired a little bit fatigued, and you're going to start to say to yourself, I don't need to post today. I don't want to email today. You just won't feel as up to it. But stage 3 is critical. This is where the majority of your sales will come in, especially if you're running a live webinar, a live workshop, something live. People are going to wait to the last moment. They wait to the last moment because they go, I need to confirm that I'm available on Wednesday at that time, or they were busy earlier and they were just being a little bit lazy with it. So yeah, stage 3, you have to be really, really loud. You want to use all of your placements on social media, your stories, reels, posts, all of the placements, not just a post, but stories show up at the top of the news feed. So use different placements, use the stories quite a bit. Also, still include case studies, who this has worked for, etc. As many examples as you can. And at this point in time, you can decide if you are adding in some type of last minute bonus. So, hey, workshop is in 2 days, or we're officially launching this course in 2 days. And if you join right now, we just added in an extra additional bonus. If you want some ideas for some great bonuses, go back to AI, say, what are some great bonuses I could add into this workshop or this digital course to make it even more valuable? And is there a GPT or cool AI tool that would be complementary to this workshop and low ticket offer? And again, I will say AI tools work really nicely as upsells, because if somebody's already buying the core offer and you go, hey, now the AI tool for a little bit more money, the AI tool will do it for you. That's a very nice complementary upsell, as well as PDFs, cheat sheets, any templates, anything that's going to speed up the process to results. Those make for great upsells otherwise. And so these are some things we have done to maximize low ticket sales for our live workshops. Again, we take our live workshops, we bundle them, and we sell them afterwards as an evergreen digital product and course. It's a ton of fun to do it in that manner. You begin to stack all these different assets. People are really liking live workshops that are recorded as a single video course as a low ticket digital product. They're not as excited about 10 or 20 videos in your low ticket course. One single video that was a live workshop, they seem to really like that, is what we are noticing in the marketplace. But if you guys want to check out our actual workshop registration page or our digital product registration page for some ideas, I'll link you up beneath this video. Hope this training was helpful, guys. We'll see you in the next one.